Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to be watching athletes who poop their pants.
Everybody poops. That much
Please
is true.
excuse my brother.
But does everybody poop their pants? Sure, when we were really little, we all did that quite a bit. But as we got older, the vast majority of us stopped. Unfortunately, some people, like these athletes, just couldn't keep it in and ended up having some rather embarrassing incidents, which we all saw. From runners to wrestlers, make sure to punch that subscribe button and then be prepared to be grossed out. Kelly Slater. When you gotta go, you gotta go. At least according to American surfer Kelly Slater. The established surfer is pretty open about his exploits on and in the water. In addition to various titles and records, Slater has also admitted to dropping a few friends off at the seaside when nature called. However, always the thoughtful sportsman, he also added that he made sure he was down current of his fellow competitors when taking care of business. Slater says that anything else would be just rude. Tony Stewart. In 2004, rumors have it that racer Tony Stewart was driving in his Chevy when his pants were getting heavy. You see, the Joe Gibbs racing driver never admitted that he suffered a personal backfire while driving the Watkins Glen, but all the evidence adds up. First, he radioed the pit to have a backup driver ready to replace him. A few minutes later, he updated his crew, calling off the relief driver. As soon as he finished the race, he ran right past Victory Lane, straight into his trailer before returning a few minutes later. Stewart said he needed to pretty himself up, but we think he used the escape to clean up a rather crappy situation. Tim Sylvia. In the octagon, there is literally nowhere to hide. Tim Sylvia found this out during a match against Asurio Silva in 2006. During the bout, everyone saw a rather suspicious stain when his shorts were pulled down. Not dancing on the issue, Sylvia came right out and admitted he had a bug and just couldn't keep everything in him during the fight. While he went on to win the fight, there's no doubting his opponent thought the whole situation just plain stunk. Buda Pipig. Marathon runners have a long history of pooping themselves in very dramatic and public ways. Wearing those little shorts, there's just no way to hide anything when nature calls. Buda Pipig found this out when she set a remarkable accomplishment of winning the Boston Marathon for a third time in 1996. Unfortunately, the race will be remembered for the images of Pipig crossing the line covered in blood and diarrhea, thanks to the combination of a rather heavy period and a nasty stomach condition. Robbie Tobeck. When you're suffering such bad diarrhea that the coach has a spare pair of pants and a bucket on the sidelines for emergencies, maybe you should sit this one out. Seattle's Robbie Tobeck opted not to and took to the field with the Seahawks in a game against the Washington Redskins. Early in the game, thanks to the hitting, Robbie did what everyone expected and dropped a deuce in his pants. We imagine the smell would have alerted everyone to the accident. More than that, any fans yelling from the stands that Seattle stank that day were more accurate than they probably knew. Julie Moss. In February 1982, triathlete Julie Moss looked set to land a surprising win. Just yards from the finish line, cameras and spectators watched as Moss's legs and bowels gave out. As she struggled to get her balance back, it was clear for all to see that she had pooped herself. Unfortunately,
I feel bad for these athletes. Like, they were on TV and
they were crappy.
episode cost her time as another competitor passed her for the win. Nonetheless, having suffered a rather public pants pooping, Moss and her brown-stained shorts crossed the line to claim number 2. Kind of ironic, if you ask us. Adam Lane Jr. Tight white pants, television cameras rolling, and a running back who got a little bit too excited. This set up a Birmingham Bowl between the Florida Gators and East Carolina, which everyone, especially Adam Lane Jr., wouldn't forget. As the Gators running back charged the ball into the end zone for a touchdown, audiences noticed that Lane's pants were turning brown. Not a color associated with the Gators, Lane must have noticed too and ran straight to the locker room. He soon returned wearing a clean pair of pants. John Cena. WWE can have some pretty outlandish storylines at times. Wrestler John Cena has been a part of many crazy plots, but one was totally unscripted. During one match in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Cena was facing a nasty case of food poisoning. At one point in the competition, his opponent executed a DDT on Cena, which made things worse. Feeling the urge to vomit, Cena disappeared beneath the ring. However, at this time, he also admittedly pooped his pants. Thankfully for him, this occurred at the end of the match, which limited the damage. Gary Lineker. Former English footballer Gary Lineker is well known for his exploits on the pitch, even the ones he wishes we'd all forget about. During the 1990 World Cup, Lineker was suffering from a bit of a stomach bug during a match against Ireland. While making a challenge for the ball, the striker must have exerted himself a bit too much because he pooped his pants. After doing his best Family Dog impression by rubbing his bottom along the grass a couple of times, he got up and was seen wiping off his legs and hands. Needless to say, the opponents gave him a bit more space after that. Mikhail Ekvall. Although you've seen this famous image plastered all over the internet, there's a good chance you had no idea this marathon runner was Mikael Ekvall. During a 2008 half marathon in Gothenburg, this Swede made everyone cringe and cover their noses by pooping his shorts in a rather dramatic way. Covered in diarrhea and wearing a facial expression of disgusted pain, we're just thankful
That's
pictures don't have a smell.
disgusting.
That said, we're betting the whole episode caused any runners near him to pick up the pace in an effort to get away. Well, folks, did you think this video just plain stunk?
Oh my god, that was disgusting.
And John Cena pooped his pants.
Well, that'll be all for this video today, guys. Please like and subscribe.